Good morning, friends. Happy Saturday. It's about 6:30 on a Saturday morning. The sun is just beginning to pop up and it's a little bit chilly outside. When I took the dog outside this morning, it was like chillier. Yesterday, it was a little bit humid and I think in the 70s, and this morning it's chilly. So I'm looking forward to today and getting outside. I'm Yvonne from Amjur. Welcome to my craft room, and this is the Morning Coffee Journaling Club. So let's get going. So yesterday I decided, and I've been thinking about this, I'm going to be giving up my Happy Planner, and that's extremely hard for me. But I'll tell you, as I was putting these stickers in for next week, I'm like, this just takes a lot of time and a lot of energy. So I have a new planner. So pray for me, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. I'm so used to Happy Planner, but there's too much in here, and I think I need to simplify my life a little bit better. So I'm going to be saying goodbye to my Happy Planner. This week, what's been going on? Well, so yesterday I actually had a vacation day, and my plan was to work in my garden. But unfortunately, my granddaughter has been sick. So I did not work in the garden, and I ended up having to stay home and take care of her. But she's really sick. She has pneumonia, and it crept up on her. Really, honestly, she started with a fever right away. We picked her up from school, and on Wednesday, actually, and by Friday afternoon sometime, we were like, ooh, something is wrong. We've got to take her to the doctor. So we couldn't get her in right away. But when we did, I was like, oh my gosh, she has pneumonia. So anyway, that's just a day in the life. So long story short is I did not get a chance to work in the garden, and that's okay, because taking care of her is my number one priority. Another sip of my coffee, but it's time for coffee. So long story short, I finished up my October journal, and I started in my November journal. I was working on this front page, and I'm just not sure what I want to do yet, so I've just tucked a bunch of things in here. I really like this page from, I think this is from Magnolia magazine. Yeah, so I really liked this saying, remember nature whispers, there's time for it all. Soften the urgency and move with ease. Patience is your ally on this journey of change. I don't know, sometimes I like things like that. They speak to me. So I think I might want to tuck this in here. For whatever reason, just to have that as the cover. It's either that or glue it down over here. And I'm just not sure the way that's going to go. So let's take this off. This is some things I've just stuck in here. I did stick this turkey down. And then I liked this chrysanthemum. But it almost gets lost on this page. And then here's just some things that I know just kind of remind me of November. So November, that's Thanksgiving month. And so I always pull out recipes that I've made every year since the beginning of time, or as long as I can remember. So I might take a page in this journal to write some of those recipes down. I even found, yep, here they are. I found some recipe cards. I don't even know where or when I got these. So I just thought that might be fun to stick in my November journal somewhere. So some things that come to mind, cranberry. So I tell people all the time I'm a seasonal cook, a seasonal chef. And so certain times a year kick off things for me. Like I have a soup season. The holidays, those are just a little bit too big. I might have to cut them down. But that just might be fun. Maybe I'll just have a recipe page somewhere in the journal. I don't. And then there was something else that I thought might make this cover page. So anyway, trip planning is another big thing happening. We are, for the first time, as for forever, we are traveling in our camper for Thanksgiving. That week we're taking our camper out, and we're staying in West Virginia. Well, on Thanksgiving, we're going to my uncle's house. He lives in West Virginia, and we're having a memorial service for my dad. He passed away this year, and so this was the first time everyone could get together. And so even though it's a sad event, I'm excited about it as well, because my brother, I live on the East Coast, and he lives on the West Coast in California. So it's hard for us to get together. We talk about once a week. He calls me from after he leaves work. Not only does he live in California, but he works nights out there. So we really truly have a hard time connecting. There's a glare. Let's see if I can make that better. Not really. Hang on. Okay, it was better over here. So he's coming, and so we'll have a nice Thanksgiving, all but different. There won't be a roasted turkey in my oven, which is different for me. We're going to a buffet Thanksgiving dinner. It's actually fitting. My dad, when we would go to visit my uncle, we would stay there at this little hotel that does these Thanksgiving buffets, and he would bring his dog. So he liked this area. So anyway, that's what's going on in my world. So I had started, of course I can't talk about the garden, here's one of my journaling prompts for this month. I pulled out 5. I think I started that in September or October, I can't remember. And originally I thought, I'll do one of these every day. Well, that wasn't a realistic goal. So it must have been September, because then in October I pulled out 5 of those art prompts, and that seemed to work out better. So I did the same for November, and one of the prompts that I pulled is stained. Now remember, these aren't traditional prompts. They're not all writing prompts. Some of them could be. I put them together in a giant bag, and but most of them are geared towards artistic, creative. So today I thought it was good as stained. So I truly love this Tim Holtz stencil. It's just coffee stains, literally, and I've used it several times in my junk journals. It looks really good, but I thought that would be good as a background for today, since we're here together in the Morning Coffee Journaling Club. So not sure what the direction is going to be for today. My granddaughter is feeling a little better, so that is good news. And so I may get outside today and be able to work in the garden. It's fall in the garden, so things are dying, things need to be cut back, and with a full-time job and taking care of her and the house and the family, sometimes the garden goes to the wayside, especially this time of year. During the summer months, when we have to water just about every single day, my husband helps me, but he has no interest in helping me clean it up. So that's just the truth. I know I want that here for today. I liked the way it was cutting up some journaling cards that I purchased from scrapbooking.com, my new favorite place to go and find things. So I just really like that, but I don't know if there'll be pictures here today, so I'm gonna just tuck that in here. And that takes care of my journaling prompt. What else? So I think we'll just start here. It's always better to work backwards, or here, but I'm just not sure. I know I want this in here. Just not sure where. Maybe I should look in the back. Oh, I already stuck that here. Oh, so I thought it would be nice to just throughout the month kind of write down some things that I'm thankful for. A lot of times, and I'm going to be honest, gratitude, I have this envelope to put things in if I need it. Gratitude is hard for me for some reason. Oh, well, I think I can work on this envelope too. I really like how that looks. This is another image from the Magnolia magazine. So my first time buying that magazine, I really liked it. It kind of reminded me of a Real Simple magazine, which I actually subscribed to that one. I bought this one on a trip, and I enjoyed it. There were some articles that I enjoyed, but it was more geared towards the home. For Johan, I can't remember her name, but that fits. I think I'm not, and forgive me, I'm not up on what she does. I think she's a designer. So that's what the magazine reminded me of. There was a lot of homey things, but there were also so many of these images that were just gorgeous. This is one of them. And I knew I wanted to use this image in my Burr Months journal. So look at that. And oh, here's the quote. I'm big on quotes, always have been. So here's the quote that went with this image, but it was a full sheet. I knew it wouldn't fit, so I just cut it out. And it says, "We believe that each day is a gift and that everyday miracles are scattered about if only we have eyes to see." Love that. Just love it. So that is going to go with the image. And now I have a lovely envelope to tuck things into throughout the month. And I think we're just going to get started. Okay, well, I've lost the lid to my glue and I don't want it to dry out. And it's almost time to be up anyway. And I just found it. So I didn't really do much journaling, but I did get to finish kind of the front and back covers. I really like it. It just reminds me of things going on in this month. And I've got 2 kind of journaling cards to talk about maybe trip planning or whatever comes to mind. I'm not sure where this is going to go yet in the journal, but there are a couple of recipes. So I'm just going to put 2 of these cards in this pocket. Probably use it. There are some things that I'm going to make ahead of our trip. One of them I'm actually making today. I made a roasted chicken last night for my granddaughter. Something about chicken She needed something light on her stomach, and so all the juices from that I'm saving, and today I'll be making chicken soup. I love making homemade soup, and that is something on my list that I wanted to have with us on our trip. So I'm going to make a big pot of soup. We'll probably eat some today, and I'll freeze the rest to have on our trip. I love the way this turned out. I really do. I love this journaling card. You saw me fiddle with this piece of paper because there's some bleed through from, this is from a magazine, honestly. And I thought, well, if I put it here, it might cover it up. It really didn't, but I wanted to have a space to be able to journal. If not throughout the month, maybe as like a recap, some personal things and thoughts on the memorial service for my dad, and then what I'm thankful for. So, love this. You can see I've already stuffed a bunch of things into this journal based on some things we're doing. Road trip, yeah. And I think I showed you this last time. I know I'm going to be putting a lot of tip-ins in this book. I'm trying not to fold them because I only did 1 page per day. And like for today, or excuse me, for yesterday, 1 page really fits because my plans for that day have kind of been foiled. I was going to be working in the garden, and instead, so there's really not pictures or anything documented from this day. So 1 page is perfect. But then, like on election day, there's a bunch to write about. I need to find a journaling card for this day. And so I used this card, it's just a card, for this, to back this. I kept the edge. I really liked that gray dotted edge. I think it fit. But that's just the back of a greeting card. I think I bought it from the Dollar Tree specifically for this image, and that it's completely blank inside. So the back of this is white. This will become a tip-in somewhere in this journal, wherever I need it. So I'm just going to tuck it right in here. Okay, oh, and I still have this that I want to use for a tip-in, but I have to find something to back this with. No, because I probably will want this for journaling space. So I'll just tuck these 2 things right in here, knowing well, that one's not going to fit. I'll use these throughout the month. So again, no real journaling getting done today. I will find some time today to print some pictures to go into the pages that I've already done, and take it from there. That's for tomorrow. Okay. All right. It is time for me to go get some more coffee. I hope you have a great rest of your Saturday, and I will see you next time.